Well, for parents, Halloween night means making sure your child has a safe and fun time. You know, getting them bundled up because it's going to be cold. Costumes on the outside of the giant winter
coats. And then
coats.
checking their treats when they come back in before they eat them.
Right.
But you also want to watch your pets more closely as well. And to talk about some of the hazards that dog and cat owners need to watch out for, Premier Pet Supply owner Mike Palmer is joining us in studio. First, Mike, oh my God, it's been like 3 or 4 years.
It's been a while since we worked together.
We are reunited.
Yeah, I love it. It's great.
All right, we're talking Halloween. We're talking pet safety. What are some of your top tips for folks?
So the thing is chocolate is bad. It's not good for our dogs, and we got to be really careful. It's got theobromine in it. It can be really harmful, potentially fatal if they get a lot. The darker the chocolate, the worse. Even the wrappers. I mean, obviously, they'd get excited if they start getting into the candy. We don't want them swallowing any part of that. Even hard candies like gums and gums as well have xylitol. That stuff's all bad. So keep the candy away. There's plenty of treats out there at all of our stores. We've got some great Halloween-themed treats or treats that have carob. That's a good chocolate alternative. If you want to get the dogs involved in the treat part of the Halloween equation, right? And we want to make it fun for them.
And the other part's costumes.
Yes. So costumes, one of the things is try the costume on before Halloween. Make sure it's something the dog is comfortable wearing. If a costume doesn't work, there's great Halloween-themed handkerchiefs or bandanas that they can be wearing that we actually have local people make, which are really cute. But get something that might be tighter fitting, like something that maybe like a jersey, like the Lions jerseys are
You just happen to have an Aiden Hutchinson jersey.
You're right, just lying around.
You know, these have been super popular. We keep selling out in the stores.
This is Zen size, just saying.
Well, maybe we might leave it for Zen. We'll see. But sometimes when costumes might have some loose-fitting things on them, the dogs just get preoccupied trying to get that off, and they get anxious, and there may be things that they can chew off or swallow. We don't want those on the dogs.
So maybe tighter so they don't really realize that it's on them.
Yeah, and you know, and when it's snug, it actually makes them feel more secure, and they may be more comfortable for them.
So I used to have a neighbor who would actually lock their dog up in a back room on Halloween because the costumes freaked the dog out. It was like anxiety. What do we do?
So I'm glad you brought that up because you got the doorbell constantly ringing, you got the door opening and closing, so it can freak the dogs out, and then people coming in scary costumes is costumes in general. So there's calming treats you can give them, you know, prior that are all natural. They, the dogs actually respond really well to. But there's also things that you can do during the day. Exercise them, run them, take them for a really long walk. Get them tired so that they're not quite as hyped up by the end of the day, and it makes it a lot easier. So, but if you are going to take them out for trick-or-treating, make sure that you're visible as well. Make sure that they have reflective collars or leashes or even light-up collars in that. You can find them in the stores, and they actually make you more visible, so it's just safer.
How can you make sure that your pet is having fun, right, getting in on all that, but maybe you don't want to lock them away? Or I've often wondered that too, right, when the doorbell is constantly ringing. You've met Zen. He's just, you know, hyper all the time, 24/7. What do you think you can do to just ensure your pet's getting in on the fun, but also, you know, staying safe?
I think you know your pet. You know the way your pet's going to react, and I think it's a matter of making sure that they're nearby. Keep a leash on them. Make sure the ID tag is on them as well, because in case they may have, like, you know, just bolt out the door, both dogs and cats, they have ID. So I think, you know, keeping a leash nearby is probably a good idea, just in case.
That's a good idea. Okay, I'll keep that handy.
Is that going to be okay during Halloween?
Well, you know, actually, ironically enough, I just keep the lights off because it's been so much for him.
You're one of those people?
I am, just because, like, every time I open the door, he's going to ruin it,
You're ruining
you know?
it for the children.
Yeah.
Wow, guys. We're both
You're bringing new meaning to boo.
You know what? I'm just going to take this and call it a day.
I love it.
Thanks, Mike, for being with us. And
Appreciate
great tips as well.
Thank you.